First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line. That's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
Well, they call him Sonic for a reason. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, the last couple seasons since he's come in the league, he's about as electric as it gets. And he's going to continue to be the main focal point of this offense. And even with everybody keying on him, he can still find a way to dominate.
Trayvon Merrick on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, center.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Out of the backfield, it's Jeremiah Love. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the first down, but still a couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Willis. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 10. Pistol snap to Willis. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Now he gets free up the right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for Vegas. 31 yards. Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Once more, it's Henderson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Willis to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Vegas.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Austin brought in motion. Throwing, Willis. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Let's go now.
To throw, here's Willis. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Come on.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 1st touchdown of the new year. Riker good with the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence now. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Let's go.
A run here with Gibbs. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
To throw is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He finds Austin with the grab. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Willis. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Taken at about the 6. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. they'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Gibbs. Big hole to the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pick up there of 19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The first running back taken in the April draft. Here's Jeremiah Love. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Throwing, Willis. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane. And it sets up 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That is taken at the 10. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Willis now to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
It'll be first down and 10. To throw is Willis. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
Willis now to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 8-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And caught by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, New Orleans.
First rule of backed-up offense. Get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The ball carrier. Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a pickup
From
of
the
3.
32-yard
Brings
line
up
now,
second
here's
and
second
7
down and
at
7.
the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Quandre Diggs there on the
It's a
tackle.
gain of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And this one incomplete. On third down, they cannot connect.
Intended for Tyler Lockett.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Austin brought in motion. Here's Willis. They'll try to set up the screen here. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Willis. That complete to Henderson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Third time punt team has been summoned in this first half. Kicks away. This is going to be fielded at the goal line. And he's not going to get away here. Great coverage. Down inside the 5-yard line. On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. And now, more problems. After the safety, the free kick goes out of bounds. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down.
Again, it is Brooks. Finding room to the 20. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
Gain of 23 yards.
And Another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Back to the air once more on second down. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third down, Henderson. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Brings up fourth down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try.
24-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Saints nothing.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Love. And he'll take this to about the 28, delaying Carter in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And the throw on third down going to be incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
On the handoff, Henderson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Again, it's Henderson. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Vegas.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be yanked down awkwardly there. Here comes the flag, almost certain to be a face match. First and 10. They'll run. It's Henderson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here they come for third and 1. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on third and 1.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. DeJon Stribling. Touchdown, Raiders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Saints, nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Love. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll go again with Love. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dwayne Carter in on the stop.
Brings up third and 9.
Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Run out of the gun with Love. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. Here's Lawrence. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Intended
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, they go with Love. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Saints first
Now
down.
Lawrence. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
At the 40-yard line.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards.
Raiders.
Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. From the 6, here comes a return. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about.
Red on red. Hey, center.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Darian Porter in on the stop.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7. At the
Ball on the 36
36-yard
now. Here's second and 7. Pistol snap to Willis. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Willis to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Willis. The second down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Love. He'll get about 2. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Ram, 23. Hey, Soko, hot.
Once again, it's Love. And he's going nowhere. Might have lost the 2 yards he gained on the prior play. That means it's 3rd and long.
On the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Lawrence. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. He's to midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Take over 1st and 10.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On a handoff, Brooks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Willis. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Hey, let's go. Hey, pin.
On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. And no room to be found. He'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched.
The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down. That is Max Crosby. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He's trying to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he gets this up close to the 40. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. To throw, here's Willis. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll start on the ground with Love. And he'll get forward for a couple. The former Longhorn in there on the tackle. From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Love. Past the 45. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 47 yards. Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
2nd down, Lawrence. On the move left. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And now here comes the punt team.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once more, it's Henderson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
Made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing, Willis. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Austin brought in motion. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2nd down, they need 7. Another try with Brooks. Into the secondary at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Vegas. Again, it is Brooks. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
On 3rd down, Henderson. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Raiders send their punt team out. that
The
just a
Saints
bit.
take over
Lands
first
beyond the
and
goal
10
line, and that
at their own
is a touchback.
20-yard line.
Lisa 24.
They'll run straight ahead with Love. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2.
He was taken
The
down at
terrific
the
interior
22-yard line.
performer
2
Jeffrey
yards
Simmons on the
pickup.
stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
On red. Hey, center. Jack.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. They face second down, 8 yards to go.
Red on red. Here we go.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll try and set up the screen to Love. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Jeremiah Love. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, lion. Hey, Ginger, sack.
He'll try to pick it up with Love. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
4th down. Riley
Special
Dixon
teams
in
on the
punt
field,
formation.
ready for this punt. That's taken in at the 50. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play.
Here we go. Cuddy.
A run with Brooks. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
He was brought down by Troy Anderson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tiger.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Austin brought in motion. On the ground, it's Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down, they need 5. They'll go once more with Brooks.
Again, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of
So
2
they
yards
send
on
in
the
Will
play.
Reichert for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Saints
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Lisa 24. Son, it's a hunt.
And off to Love, running left. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
down back at the 34-yard
So
line.
after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Ramp 23. Hey, Soko, it's a hunt.
Once again, it's Love. And this one not going to do the trick either. Stop behind the line now on consecutive runs.
A 2-yard
Well, they
loss.
certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler
This
Lockett.
offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Dixon's punt on the way. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure if they gonna not. I'm not sure if they wanna stop the cold. The blood is hot as hot.
This will be 2nd and 9. Give inside, it's Brooks. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd down and 9. On a handoff, Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks,
Raiders have their punt team out there. Take it in at the 8, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Ron! Hey, Soko, hi!
They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
A 1-yard loss on
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
An 8-yard
Chris
loss.
Paul
Brings
Jr.
up 4th
He's
down.
in there to drop him. And it
Riley
leads
Dixon
to
in
4th down.
formation.
They're all set to punt this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Brooks. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
On 3rd down, here's Brooks. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Raiders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Yeah! They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go. Son, there's a hunt.
They'll will start on the ground with Love. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Rip, 23. That's uncut.
They'll go again with Love. And this run's not going to yield anything. Stopped in the backfield on back-to-back plays. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
48-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
48-yard line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So they come to the line, second down, they need 14 yards. Again, it is Brooks. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.